Shalom, family. How's everybody been doing? I know it's been a minute since I've uploaded. Just busy doing different things, the way the Most High has me to do things. And so sometimes might go MIA for a short period. Who knows? Anyway, family, we're going to talk about not having fear for that appointed time of death for each of us. We live in a fear-based world. This is Satan's world, and it's fear-based. This is how governments, churches, and all kind of organizations are able to pass laws or rules or whatever based on the fear that they can create in people's hearts and minds. If people didn't have a fear of death and dying, it wouldn't be possible. But because people fear death, which is natural for most people to, human nature to fear the unknown. And so this world is based on that. Anytime somebody wants you to do something, wants to pass this or pass that, it's based on fear. Either fear of you not having water, fear of you not having food, fear of you getting sick. All of this is fear-based. And family, when you are in fear, when man is allowed to put fear in your heart, he can get you to do anything. If you can create fear in an elephant, you can get him to do anything. So this is how this world is run. It's fear-based, no matter how you look at it. Fear of war breaking out. It's just all kind of fear. And if people pretty much would lose that fear of death and our appointed time of death, then this kind of control wouldn't be over the people. Okay? That's one appointment neither of us is going to miss. Now, in this world, we have doctor's appointments and job opportunity appointments. We can make them or miss them if we want to. We have a choice. But there's one appointment that none of us is going to miss. None of us is going to be early for, or none of us is going to be late for either. Okay? Life and death is in the power hands of the Most High, not man. I don't care what man do to you. If Most High don't sign off on it, a person can get shot 10 times and still live if it's not in agreement with the Most High. And this is what we have to get deep down in our spirits and know who's in control. Therefore, you don't fear man and none of his fear tactics. Okay? I think, my opinion, people who have terminal diseases would live a lot longer with it if the doctors wouldn't tell them that they were dying or tell them that they had a certain amount of time to live. Because when they tell you that, then you lose all hope. You quit trying, to live. All right? So, it's some things are better, not known. This is why the Most High forbids us to use sorcerers and witches and fortune tellers and all those type of people, because you may hear something that you don't want to hear. And this is why the Most High, in His wisdom, don't let us know the exact time or date of our departure. Because if He did, what kind of life would that be? Knowing that, okay, 2 weeks from now, I'm going to die. I mean, what kind of life would that be? It wouldn't be any fun at all. I know pretty much all of us want to live out a long, normal life. That's, something we all desire. Up until a certain point, that is. Me, myself, I mean, I'd like to put in 15, 20 more years. But only if I'm still able to function of myself. Not having to be bedridden or fed by somebody or bathed by somebody. Things like that. I mean, if you can't function on your own as a human being, then what's the point? Your family and stuff, I mean, for a while they'll take care of you, and not mine, but after a while it begins to wear on them. Day in, day out, they got to make adjustments, in their life to take care of you. So to a certain extent, long life is great. Okay? But to be not whole and can't operate on your own, that's something else. I'd much rather the Most High just go ahead and take me out of here than to lay up for the next 10 years, bedridden and dependent on others. But, we got to lose this fear, family, of dying, because by you thinking about it and worrying about it and all that, you're not going to add one statue to your life or condition, okay? Scriptures tell you that. So let's get into it. Matthew 6:27. Which of you, by taking thought, can add 1 cubit to his stature? Now that's just across the board. Worrying and fearing anything is not going to change it. Okay? It's just going to only wear on you mentally and spiritually. To sit there and worry, we need to live day by day. Don't make great plans for the future, because none of us knows it. We do our best to prepare for the trouble that's coming. And after we've done that, then, we have to go on and live and not get up every day worrying. Okay? Do what you can. And then just get that fear stuff out of your mind, because this is all this world is for. Anytime you go to any media channel, that's all you're going to hear. Things based on fear. And once a people are afraid, then you're being controlled. Okay? Job chapter 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. See, family, when when that day comes, that the Most High has appointed for either one of us, you're not going to pass it. Okay? It's just that simple. Family, you do not have to be sick to die. You can be perfectly healthy and go to bed one night and don't wake up the next morning because the Most High chose to remove you. You know, whatever He had for you to do, it's been completed. Okay? You do not have to be sick. You know, and this is, you know, people worry about getting sick and catching this and catching that. You don't have to be sick to die. Okay? Hebrews chapter 9, verse 27. And as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this, the judgment. You read it right there. It's appointed to us. Those who don't see the grave are those who are still alive when Mashiach returns. Because there will be some still alive. And they'll be changed. Those in the grave will raise and be changed. Okay? Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1 through 8. To everything there is a season and a time, and to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. Family, everything has already been plotted out. You know, the Most High knows the ending from the beginning. From the day of your birth, He had knowledge of. And the day of your departure, He has knowledge of. And anything in between birth and death, He has knowledge of. Okay? So we can't let man put us in fear. It's all in the control of the Most High. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 3. We drop down to 14, and then we'll read 18 and 19. I know that whatsoever the Most High does, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And the Most High does it, that men should fear before Him. See, it say men should fear before the Most High, not men fearing before men. Verse 18, I said in my heart concerning the estate of the sons of men, that the Most High might manifest them, and that they might see that they themselves are beasts. For that which falleth the son of men befalleth beasts. Even one thing befalls them both. As the one died, so died the other. Yea, they have all one breath. so that a man has no preeminence above a beast. For all is vanity, and all go unto one place, and all are of the dust, and all turn to dust again. See, we don't even have an advantage in that respect to the animals. We die just like they do, and we return to the ground like they do. See, this is just the Most High's doing. We don't need no man to control the population of how many people should be here. The Most High does that itself. As people are being born every day, people are dying every day. It's a balance. That's the balance the Most High has. It'll never be overpopulated. You know, I can almost promise you an equal amount of people dying and an equal amount of people being born the same day. All day, every day. So that's not within man's jurisdiction to try to say how many people should be on this earth. That's in the Most High's hands. He knew planned that a long time ago, family. This is why we don't live to be like our forefathers. You know, they lived to be 800, 900, years old and all that. See, because there is too much wickedness in the earth for man to live that long in sin. So our days were shortened, a person that makes 70, 80, 100, they're blessed by the Most High. Okay? But it's not going to be any more that 200-300 year lifespan. Okay? James chapter 4, 13 through 15. Go to now, ye that say, or today or tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year and buy and sell and get gain. Whereas you know not what shall be on tomorrow. For what is your life? It is even as a vapor that appeareth for a little while and then vanishes away. For that you ought to say, if the Most High wills, we shall live and do this or that. See, in other words, our lives are just, it's like a vapor. We're here for a while and then we're gone. Okay, we weren't meant to live forever in this sinful flesh, family. At one point, it has to return to where it came from. And that's out of the earth. And so we should try to make that habit. I try to, much as I can. When I tell people, okay, I'll talk to you next week, Most High willing. See, we should always try to remember to say that or something, family, because we just don't know. We don't take life for granted. Ever. Isaiah 46, verse 9 and 10. Remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do my pleasure. See, the Most High knows the ending from the beginning. Whatever's going to come up on this earth, he already knows it. Okay? It's within his will and authority. He knows it. So we just shouldn't let man put fear in us of anything, because when it comes right down to it, the Most High controls both sides, family. Even Satan has to get his permission from the Most High. Okay? He does allow things to happen for his purpose. And that purpose is to make people aware that you need him, to turn back to him. Okay? He allows things to happen to see who is going to put their trust in him. Or are they going to put their trust in man and fear man and not him? See, all these things happen for a reason, family. He allows them to happen for a reason. Let's read Luke chapter 12, 16 through 23. And this is a parable Mashiach is speaking to the people, letting them know just how uncertain our lives are. And he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully. And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits. See, he had so much land and fruits and all that. You know, he's trying to figure out what to do with it. And he said, this will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater. And there I will bestow all my fruits and my goods. He said, I'm going to tear down that barn and build a bigger one. You know, I got so much stuff. Verse 19, and I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. See, he's got so much stored up and for many years, assuming that he was going to be there many years. But let's read what verse 20 said. But the Most High said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided? See, Most High said, you fool, your soul is required this night. Now who all that stuff gonna belong to that you stored up, you know, and built with the expectations that you were gonna be here, you know. Apparently he was somebody who wasn't praying, you know, and seeking the Most High while he was doing all this planning. He just took it for granted that he was gonna be here. And that's something we don't do. Verse 21 says, so is he that laid up treasure for himself and is not rich toward the Most High. See, he's laying up all that stuff but give no thought about the Most High and who's in control of the length of his life. That never even came to his mind. Verse 22 says, and he said unto his disciples, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, for what you shall eat, neither for the body, what you shall put on. The life is more than meat, and the body is more than raiment, than clothing. See, in all our getting, family, we got to get wisdom. In all our getting, we got to acknowledge the Most High first. Okay? When you acknowledge the Most High first, acknowledge that the Most High is in control, complete control. Okay? He's in complete control of the events that are upon the earth this very minute. Nothing escapes the Most High's knowledge and awareness, okay? Proverbs chapter 29, verse 25. The fear of man bringeth a snare, brings a trap. But whoso putteth his trust in the Most High shall be saved. See, when you go around fearing man, it's a trap. Because when you start fearing man, you'll do anything to save your life. And the scriptures tell us, whosoever would save their life will lose it. You'll start violating the Most High's laws because of the fear of man. You'll go out and take certain things or into your body that you know is wrong because you're afraid of man. Right? You make all kind of bad decisions because of fear. And like I say, this is a fear-based world. That is the number one tactic to get people to do anything. Romans chapter 8, I believe that's verse 38 and 39. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any creature shall be able to separate us from the love of the Most High, which is in Yahushua HaMashiach. See, we're not to fear that appointed time, family. The Most High appoints all of us different time. Some shorter, some longer. But it's appointed unto all men to once die. And since we know that, then why and how should anybody be able to put fear of death in you? Because those that believe and love the Most High, they know that physical death is not the end. It's the beginning. Okay? That's the beginning of life when you leave these physical bodies. Life eternal, meaning you're not going to have to go through this again. Death and hell will be destroyed. Read that, in Revelation. All right? So since we have foreknowledge that everybody has an appointed time, then go on with your life the best you can and keep the Most High up in front of everything. Okay? Don't leave the Most High out of anything concerning your life. Because if you do, you'll end up putting all your trust and fear in man. Let's read this story about King Hezekiah. It'll be 2 Kings chapter 20. I'm going to read verse 1 through 11. Now, Hezekiah had gotten sick and he was about to die. And he prayed, that he could have extended time. It says, in those days was Hezekiah sick unto death. And the prophet Isaiah, the son of Amos, came to him and said unto him, Thus saith the Most High, Set thine house in order, for thou shalt die and not live. See, now he got a prophet coming and telling him, that's it for you. Then he turned his face to the wall and prayed unto the Most High, saying, I beseech thee, O Lord, remember now how I have walked before thee in truth and with a perfect heart, and have done that which is good in thy sight. And Hezekiah wept. He was weeping before the Most High. He said, I walked in truth, with a perfect heart. So he's crying out to the Most High because the time of his appointment had come. Verse 4, and it came to pass, before Isaiah was gone out into the middle court, that the word of the Most High came to him, saying, turn again and tell Hezekiah, the captain of my people, thus said the Most High Elohim of David, thy father, I have heard thy prayer, I have seen thy tears. Behold, I will heal thee. On the third day thou shalt go up unto the house of the Most High, and I will add unto thy days 15 years. And I will deliver thee and this city out of the hand of the king of Assyria. And I will defend this city for my own sake and for my servant David's sake. See, now, the Most High is telling him, okay, I'm going to add 15 years to your life. Now, is he telling him that canceled his appointment with the grave? No. He's just saying, I'm going to extend it, which is in the power of the Most High to do so. Most of us have had our lives extended, whether we know it or not. A lot of us have been seriously ill that should have caused our death or seriously injured. And the Most High added years to it. He allowed you to stay here. Okay? Let's see what he said. Verse 7, and Isaiah said, take a lump of figs. And they took it and laid it on the ball, and he recovered. And Hezekiah said unto Isaiah, what shall be the sign that the Most High will heal me, and that I shall go up into the house of the Most High the third day? And Isaiah said, this sign shalt thou have of the Most High, that the Most High will do the things that he has spoken. Shall the shadow go forward 10 degrees, or go back 10 degrees? And Hezekiah answered, he said, it's a light thing for the shadow to go down 10 degrees. Nay, but let the shadow return backward 10 degrees. He said, that's nothing, for the shadow to go down, move forward on a sundial. He said, make it go backward. Then I'll know. Verse 11. And Isaiah the prophet called unto the Most High, and he brought the shadow 10 degrees backward, by which it had gone down in the dial of Ahaz. A dial, you know what a dial is, a sundial. Well, in order for the shadow to go 10 degrees backward, family, the sun had to go 10 degrees backward. See? And that eliminates that false theory that the sun doesn't move. But that's a whole nother lesson. But you see that the Most High can extend your life. This is why really doctors can't really give you no definite time of death. You got 6 months to live. They don't know that. They're going by what limited knowledge that they have. But if the Most High say so, you can completely recover from a terminal disease. It's happened time and time again, family, all throughout the world. I've seen people be transported to the morgue in a hospital, and somebody goes down there and they are moving again. And they snatch the sheet off of them and resuscitate them. See, that stuff happens. But it's all in the control of the Most High. you know. Doctors have said, oh, this person is not going to ever come out of this coma, you know. And then a day or two later, they come out of it, recovering completely. So this is why we can't let man make you afraid of the appointed time, because the appointed time is with the Most High, not with man. He can't appoint nothing. Okay? Let's read Revelations 9 and verse 3 to 6. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of the Most High in their foreheads. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but they should be tormented 5 months. And their torment was at the torment of a scorpion, when he strikes a man. Verse 6, and in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. See, in those days, family, in the end, men are going to be wanting to die from the torment they're receiving from the Most High. And he's not going to let them. See, it shows you who the power of life and death, whose hand it's in. What does it say? They shall desire to die, and death flees from them. Meaning, no, you're going to have to go through this torment. No, you're not getting out of this that easy. See? So the power of life and death, family, is in the hands entirely of the Most High. Okay? When that appointment comes, you will not miss it. We will not be here a millisecond longer than we're supposed to. Also, we won't leave here a millisecond before we're supposed to, before our appointment. Okay? So, with that, we just have to learn to not let this fear-based world scare us into putting too big of a distance between us and the Most High. In fact, don't put no distance between us and the Most High. Because when you start fearing man, you'll have less fear for the Most High. Because now your focus is on what man can do to you. You know, sure, he can kill the body if it's the Most High will, but the Most High can kill the body and soul and spirit. That's who we fear. You know, if the Most High says you shall surely die, then be afraid, because he's well able to do it. Okay? So, in that, family, you know, I don't think we need to drag this on and on. Just let's not have fear of our appointed time. Let's not let this world make us walk around trembling in our boots, being afraid of all the things they say going to happen and this and that, and just got people afraid and their focus turned away from the Most High, who is in control of it all. Okay? All right, family. I think enough said. All right, until next time, Most High willing. I'll see you. Talk to you later. Shalom.